What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? All right, we got another market day today. Out of the last 8 trading days, 7 of those have been successful and profitable. I've only had one losing trade in 8 trading days, and so we're going to see if we can keep that streak going. Streamed it all live. Scaling up to 1,000 shares per trade has gone exceptionally well so far. Don't want to jinx it, though. We'll see what happens. Just going to trade my strategies, not get my hopes up too much, and see if we can get a solid win today. I still am yet to have that big home run win. I've had $100 gain, a few small gains, $130 gains on the day, but I'm really waiting for that big, two, three, $400 winner, and so we'll see if we can get that. That's what I'm shooting for today, guys. What's up, Chris? Yeah, man, I know they're pretty backlogged from just having over thousands of people sign up. So you should get it before the competition. I know if you don't get it by tomorrow morning, reach out to me and and just tell me your name and I'll check to be sure that everything's going smooth with you. So give it one more day. I know registration ends on the 12th, but give it one more day. And if you don't hear back from them by then, just message me on Discord or email me. And I'll reach out to my contact with them and try to make sure you're all set up. All right, so for runners this morning, we have FRAN. FRAN, huge percentage moves, really solid move. If you like penny stocks, we also have AVEO, which is a former runner. I've traded AVEO before. Not on TradeNet, though. I doubt it's tradable there. We got MNK gapping up some. We got Seadrill gapping up some. We got a lot of pennies moving today, guys, really. I see a lot of penny stocks that are kind of looking solid. Market's pulling back a little bit. We don't have as many solid gap ups today. The market's actually down to 297s. Never could break that that $300 level. Still a little early. Hopefully we get some better movers. But I'm going to be watching ACAD again today. AMD, MU, CGC, Cron. Some of the big cannabis plays too. We got ITCI. We got MBOT both gapping down some. WEN is another one I'll watch. And let's see what else we get. Let me know if you guys see anything specific that I haven't mentioned yet. We'll see what we can find. OSTK. So yeah, I mean, I got a solid watch list. I'll go ahead and post it if you guys want to see it. MNK. All right, I'm about to post my watch list, guys. That's my watch list so far. We'll see what else we get. We still got some time, though. We still got a little bit of time before the bell. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back. I'm going to go make myself some coffee. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? All right, guys. Like I said, we got FRAN, which looks really solid. FRAN looks really, really solid. Strong moves. We'll see what else we can get today. Mostly penny stocks that I'm seeing right now. We got VNE. There we go. What's everybody's main watch today, guys? Sorry, I'm trying to get everything set up here. All right, but yeah, we got FRAN, we got AVEO, that looks good. We got PRVB, looks all right. We got BIDU, BILI, AMBA. We got GME, GameStop, which is up some. I might look at GameStop. We have WEN for a gap down here. So a lot of penny stocks are moving this morning. Gonna watch ACAD just because it had a lot of movement yesterday, but we got some options today for sure. Let me try to fix this a little bit. I guess this will be a little bit better once the charts are up. But yeah, to pull up the charts here, guys, we got a FRAN, which looks really solid. Are y'all leaving? All right, I'm going to go give my kids a hug goodbye and make my coffee, guys. So I'll be back in like a minute or two. I'll be right back. Oh man, I've been talking with no sound. Hey, appreciate it. But yeah, FRAN, biggest percentage mover, gapping up from 516 to 950 or so. Huge move. Interesting and curious to see what the catalyst is going to be for this one. We also have AVEO, which is a penny stock. So if you like penny stocks, AVEO. This one actually just recently pulled back some, so I don't like it as much. But broke over $1, went as high as that 110 level, and then it kind of slowly faded back down to 93s. So looking a little weak now. ITCI. So with gap downs here, we got ITCI. We have MBOT. We got a lot of gap downs, and I mean, I guess that's to be expected because if you look at the overall market, the market's down this morning after having a red day yesterday too. So market got hit a little bit the last day, but it was really strong beforehand. And if you look at the daily chart, I mean, we're right around. Let's see, we're at 297.40s. We're right around here, you know, which isn't really at the bottom of the range. It's not at the top anymore, but it's not at the bottom either. We're right around the middle range for the overall market itself. But yeah, I'm also looking at OSTK, Overstock. OSTK had a pretty strong day yesterday. It went from 1940s. Closed at 1940s and it's at 1940 now, but it ran up from the 17s all the way to the 19s yesterday. So that one might be interesting. Seadrill, SDRL. Looks alright too. Low volume though. I want to see some more volume with this one. And like I said though, I'm going to be looking at ACAD, which was a big runner yesterday. ACAD. And it's at 39.50s. That one looks interesting too. So we'll see what happens here. Looking at MU. AMD. Gonna look at Roku here. But yeah, like I said, if you have anything specific that you want me to look at or that you're watching, your main watch that I missed, let me know. Because I'm just kind of glancing over some stocks right now. Hopefully we get some more movement here. But not looking too bad. A little bit lower volume, so I think I have to be more careful today for sure. What is my criteria for a good stock on any given day? Extension, volume, gap ups specifically is what I really like, but some days we're just not going to get that. So volume, extension. Where am I live? Oh my gosh, dude. Alright, bro. You're getting banned. Why do people do this, man? It's like they see me delete, like they just join our Discord just to promote their own content, and then they get all butthurt when I tell them no. Alright, bro. I tried to give you a shot. I'm just gonna ban you now. Where are you live? The video link you posted doesn't work. No, it should work. Let me test it. It should work, I think, right? Yeah, it's working. Yeah, here. I'll post it. Oh, my bad. Here's the link. But yeah, guys, what we got today, guys? What we got today? We got a FRAN is what we have so far. Huge move, up to 980s now. Crazy move. We'll look up the news in just a minute. Mitch will be here today too, so Mitch will be trading on stream today too. And so, yeah, we got AVEO as well. That looks okay here. AVEO. Any recommendations on some other scanners I should have here? I mean, I have gap ups and gap downs. But any recommendations on any type of scanner you want to see in pre-market? Really what I tend to look for is just volume. I just like to see volume. And so... And nobody's gonna mention that I have my green screen set up. I got my green screen set up, guys. See, look, I'm on the screen. You know what I mean? I finally got my green screen set up here. It wasn't bad, man. I ordered it off of Amazon, and I got the green screen and the stand for like $50. So it's really not a bad deal. Yeah, there's a little bit of like stuff here that you can see, but as long as it works, it works. Yeah, it's about 30 seconds or so. Maybe I don't know how long it is, but it's yeah, there is a slight delay. All right, guys. CHAP. So somebody's asking me about CHAP here. And for this one, I mean, there we go. For this one, it's just low volume. I mean, we could look at the daily chart, but the volume's low, and it's a long-term downtrend. And so it is at the very bottom of the range, and maybe it'll find some support. But I just don't understand. I don't know how this one moves. I don't know what the spread is like at the open or anything like that. I know that it's gapping up some, but the volume's very, very low. And so because the volume's so low, I'm just not interested in it. The volume's just a little bit too low for me. If the volume can get a little bit better, I'll be more interested. But when the volume, is this low, it's a little too sketchy for me. I was watching Con, same thing with CONN. Like, it's gapping up some, but not really doing anything significant there. So we'll see what we could find. But I want to see volume today. One of the reasons I always trade AMD, people kind of hate on me for it, but if you look at the pre-market action in AMD every day, typically we got pretty solid movement in pre-market every single day. And so it gives me something to watch at the open that is relatively reliable for the strategies I use. Still looking at stuff though. Like I said, EMMA is gapping down significantly. And just waiting to see what we can find today, guys. AVEO. Ooh, that one doesn't look bad. SLB. I might watch SLB today too. This one looks solid. Yeah, I'm gonna watch SLB too. I'll put that in the chat. DCGD up 77,000%. Let me look. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. I mean, we'll see what happens with it, but not really my style, but we'll see what happens with it. I mean, say what you want about it, though, but it's been in a long-term uptrend for, I don't know, when did this happen? A week? Not a long-term, but it's been in an uptrend for like a week. All right, we'll look up some news. ENPH, ENDP. Yeah, I'm just trying to find something that looks okay. I mean, today's one of those days. LCI, I might watch LCI. Today's one of those days when the volume's just pretty dull, especially in mid and high cap stocks. Like the penny stock volume's looking solid with FRAN, and I think that's kind of what everybody's watching today. But we'll see what we get. All right, guys. Let me see. I got my football cup. I'm not gonna rub it in, but how about them Saints, guys? How about them Saints yesterday, man? Drew Brees, man. Damn near had a heart attack on that game, man. I was stressing in that game. I think everybody else was too, but man, great game. If there was ever a way for the Saints to win, that was the way. And so it's been a great week to live in Texas as a Louisianian. It's been a great week to live in Texas as someone from Louisiana, specifically around Houston. SBES. Let's take a look. That's just not my style, man. We should have Mitch here, though. I don't know if he's still in Vegas, but we should have Mitch here today. We got OBE. If you like penny stocks, like today's the day. Because you got OBE, you got FRAN, you got Seadrill. You got MNK, which looks alright. MNK gapping up some. Not bad. And MNK is tradable for me, guys. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on MNK. I hope I put that on my list. I got the hiccups. Yeah, I did. That's right, man. Hey, man, that was a hell of a game last night, man. I feel better about losing to A&M last year for LSU, though. Because we had LSU beat the Longhorns. We had Matthew McConaughey upset. And then we had the Saints beat the Texans. So it's been a rough week for Texas. A good week for Louisiana. So I'm happy. I will say this, though. The Saints are missing Mark Ingram. They're missing Ingram bad. It's unfortunate. And I don't know if we'll necessarily win the Super Bowl this year. My bad, man. Here, I'll try to talk a little bit closer. Am I low for everybody? Is the volume low? Let me know, man. Let me know how it sounds. I'm open to messing with it. All right. Let's get Mitch in here. So yeah, Mitch will be back trading today, guys. So Mitch will be back trading today. He's joining the stream, right? Meow. Let's see, there he is. All right. Looks like he's holding something overnight. What's up, bro? Yo. Nah, it's tradable and shortable. So MNK, here's the thing about TEFs, right? If it says a Y next to tradable, that means you can trade it and short it. At least from my experience. At least that's what works for me. But yeah, short size doesn't matter. It's all about whether it says Y under tradable. If it says Y by tradable, it's tradable and shortable on TEFs and TradeNet. So I can short this. I can short MNK. And I may, actually. I may. It just depends. Yeah, what's up, man? You good to go? All right, cool. What's up, man? All right, bro. You all right, man? It's early. You still in Vegas, man, or you home? Mitch must be getting his headphones. What's up, man? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yo. You're really low, man? I don't know if you can hear me, man. Can you hear me? No, I can hear you, man. I think there's a delay. I'm talking to you right now. Can you hear me right now? Yeah, there's gotta be a delay of some sort. Right, but short sizes doesn't matter. Whatever short size says doesn't matter. That's at least from my experience. Like, for instance, here, let's look at it like this, right? What's a stock I shorted yesterday? I shorted ENDP yesterday, right? I shorted ENDP. Look at the short size on it. It's 0. So the short size is insignificant. The only thing that matters is whether Y is tradable. If it's tradable and it says Y under tradable, then it's tradable. So basically I can short MNK, and I will short it if it sets up for it. I'm gonna go find my glasses, guys. I need my glasses. This morning. I'll let Mitch get here and then let him talk a little bit. But hey, appreciate the sub. Let me see. Appreciate the sub, man. Welcome to the team, brother. Appreciate the subscribe, brother. Yeah, everybody remember to hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every single weekday morning, starting at around 8:15 market time. And so if you want to watch us day trade live on stream at the open every single morning for free, hit the subscribe button. We do it live. We can't fake it because we trade live on stream every day at the open, showing you everything. So hit the subscribe button if you appreciate this content and transparency, guys. What's up, man? Can you hear me, bro? Okay, cool. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, you got in at 4 a.m., huh? You sleep on the plane? Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, that's tough, man. Well, hey, after this, get some rest, brother. You check out my screen, man. Look at my screen. Look at the stream. I'm on the green screen, man. That's right. Oh, I forgot. I'm unmuted. I gotta unmute you. All right, guys, we got Mitch here. Let me make sure. Say something.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, it's working. All right, we got Mitch here.
All right, man. What's going on in the world?
What's up, bro?
How today, man?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. It's been going well, man. Yesterday was green,
Nice.
Yesterday was green. GUSH is tradable and shortable, yes. So you can trade and short GUSH. It's all about, like, on TradeNet and TEFs, guys, it's all about liquidity, right? It's all about whether the stock has enough volume. And it's not just about that specific day's liquidity. It's about the long-term liquidity of the stock, right? So stocks with higher floats that typically have solid volume usually are going to be tradable regardless of what the price is. But stocks that had zero volume and then just all of a sudden pop up on the chart, they all of a sudden get pumped up, those a lot of the time are not going to be tradable because, again, there's no volume. There's no long-term volume. There's no long-term liquidity for that stock. And so it's just not in their system. JFIN. But yeah, today we got FRAN, which isn't tradable, and it kind of goes back to show you, if you look at the long-term liquidity, it's none. It just kind of popped up today. Seadrill, looking all right. Seadrill. What's up, James? What's up, bro? We got you here today, man. What's up, brother? All right, guys.
I'm trying to catch up myself here.
I see I'm floating now. Let me fix this. There we go. All right, guys. Yeah, I got this green screen. That way you guys can see the scanners like this, so I'm not like blocking everything. That way you can kind of see everything here. Works a little bit better, I think. But yeah, let's make some money today, guys. 7 out of 8 of my last trades were all successful. I've only lost 1 trade out of 8, and I've streamed it all live in the last 2 weeks or so, week and a day. And so, yeah, we're just going to see if we can keep that green streak going, man. It's been a fun ride. I still have a lot of stuff I have to work on, though, with regard to scaling up. And I got to hold my winners a little bit longer. Netron was talking to me yesterday about how he wants to see me make that one killer trade, that one big win. And I'm right there with him. And I think that'll come. I just have to... I gotta manage the trades a little bit better. I think I'm selling and I'm taking profits way too early. And that's, that is affecting my wins and losses. But I do think that it's just a process of scaling up. I think it's just a process of getting used to it. And that if I just kind of jump right in and I'm not necessarily used to it, I think it's only going to affect my trading negatively. And so that's the goal. I've got a solid cushion on my account. If you look at my account, it is up to around $670 in profit. So almost $700 in profit on this account. So my cushion is decent. I've got a big cushion here. And yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do here, guys. We're gonna see if we can keep pushing, keep trading, and keep trying to make some money here. That's the step. That's the goal. And so yeah, we'll see what happens. How'd you do on those parlays, bro? I was right out of 3 out of 4, but that's why I don't do parlays, man.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, wouldn't it be the JET suck, suck, suck?
yeah, man.
They kind of ruined it for me.
I mean, I
Lost by 1 point to the Bills. They lost 16-point lead.
uh, and that's no good for this for
They
the
blew it for $1,000.
yeah, man. That's tough.
$1,000 parlay, 7-teamer.
Yeah, man.
I'm
But
pretty
hey,
good at parlays. I usually get one team off. There's always that one team.
right, but I mean that's why parlays in betting specifically. I'm not gonna say they're a sucker bet, but they've done studies that show that if you bet in parlays, right, and that if you bet consecutively, like say you have 4 picks, right, and you bet one, and then you take all your winnings for that one, and then you add it to another, and then you take all your winnings from that one, and then you add it to another one, and then you take all your winnings from that one, and you add it to another one, then it's gonna equal the same profit as a parlay. And so it might actually be better just to not do a parlay at all because it's very hard to predict 4 or 5 correctly, you know.
I mean, I would have to think otherwise. I've hit 10-teamers. So,
It's all preference, brother. No stress.
yeah,
Um,
I've hit some pretty good ones, I mean, I've made $400 off of $2 before. So,
right. Oh, when Anderson Silva broke his or no, when Anderson Silva got knocked out by Chris Weidman, I won a parlay from Bovada. Bovada, man, they sent me a check. They sent me a check from DHL for like $300.
I think it's about, I like taking the approach that when I trade or when I do parlays, I want risk to reward. I'm usually going to pick one upset pick and then the rest of them go with the favorites. And then just
Right.
things got to fall in a line.
Yeah, it's also tough for like the first games of the season. The first
And then,
games nobody's
of
ever
course,
played.
when you lose to the Bills, I mean,
Yeah, the Bills. It's about time they get a good team, man. They need a good team. I know the Saints took out the Texans. Great day to be a Saints fan in Texas today. That's all I'm saying.
but believe it or not, I'm still holding 200 shares of this RKDA from
I
this
know.
last that I made.
I saw that, man. It's looking solid for you too, man. Let's look at it. This is
Just
Mitch's
200
screen, so it's looking
shares.
solid. He's up.
Yeah, my entry is in the 676.
For sure. It's a process, Scott. For sure, man. But yeah, RKDA, he's shorting it. I mean, it's one of those things like we always talk about, guys. If you look at what happens to some of these big parabolic movers, right? Like somebody was asking me about options the other day. Somebody was asking me about options. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. And what I had to tell him was that most of these penny stocks, like you'll see these big parabolic movers, right? You'll see a stock go from like $30, or go from like $2 all the way to 10, or from like $1 all the way to 7, you know. And you'll see these big parabolic movers, and a huge percentage of the time, if you look at those same stocks a month later, they're right back down where they started, maybe below where they started, and they're at least down 50, 75% most of the time at least. And so if you look at them, basically what I'm trying to say is these penny stock, these big parabolic movers always fail. They almost always fail. And so if you wait for the top, you buy a put option on it, and you just kind of sit. You just sit for 30 days, let that thing come right back down, let the hype die out, let people cover, and you're gonna be in the money a ton with those. And that's my option strategy. I just wait for big parabolic movers, overextended daily charts, cheap, terrible companies, and I buy put options on them and wait 30 days or so.
All right. One of the bigger stocks I'm gonna be watching is Lowe's. I'm seeing a daily resistance here. See if we get a crash today or break through the resistance.
Oh, I forgot to look up the news this morning, actually, man. All right, guys, let's look up the news. I forgot. Uh,
Yeah, man, definitely check that one out.
yeah.
That one's due for a nice pullback.
All right. So first one I'm going to look up is FARN because that one is probably the biggest percentage gainer that we've had today. Um, and so this looks like it's up after second quarter results. So yeah, Francesca's second quarter sales declined with higher markdowns, but net sales decreased 6% to 106 million, and comparable sales decreased 5%. Diluted earnings per share was 0.61 compared to 0.16 in the same period last year, and
Yeah,
adjusted diluted
yeah,
earnings per share was 72 cents. So much better results this year from a year previously. And so that's why FRAN is up. I mean, it's good and everything. I don't know if it's this good. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is kind of one of those ones where I'm curious where it's going to be in a month from now. Maybe look to see if we got some put options on this one as well. Then we got OBE gapping up some. OBE gapping up from 103 to 130s here. Let me see if I can.
all right. For Fran guys, watch for those red to greens. A lot of times when you get these stocks uh, to push 80% already on the day, you're gonna look for that kind of what we call bag buyers. Look for bag buyers near 9 or 9:30s.
Let me see. All right, so I'm trying to find the catalyst for OBE here. So they announced that the board of directors has determined that it is best interest for the company and stakeholders to initiate a formal process to explore strategic alternatives. So they're putting through the process of looking at a different business model. I don't know. This process is intended to evaluate the company's strategic options and alternatives to maximize shareholder value. The strategic alternatives may include, but are not limited to, corporate sale, merger, and other business combinations. So they put that out today. I mean, the big thing you want to understand with OBE is that this is just most likely a terrible company. It's a dollar stock. It's pumped up some, low float. We'll see what happens, but curious to see, curious to see if this one actually holds these gains or not. MNK is another one that is tradable for us and looks pretty good. It's a under $3 stock, but it looks good. So MNK is another one that I'll definitely be watching today. Healthcare stock.
One that I like today is definitely Roku. Roku's already done one fade today, but gonna be watching that one.
All right, so yeah, MNK is up after the company agreed to sell its wholly owned subsidiary BioVectra Incorporated to HIG Capital for $250 million. So they're selling one of their subsidiaries for a huge chunk of change for MNK. And so we'll see what happens with
Nice.
that one. Somebody else mentioned Gush, GUSH. And this one is tradable for us too, and it looks like a larger float for Gush, GUH.
Okay. Yeah, Gush is oil. Triple
That's
top.
what it is. I was looking, I
Yep,
was like, I don't see a catalyst. So yeah, it's an oil
that's
ETF.
sellers. Yeah. So if you look at that one, look at the opposite drip.
Yep. All right. So, and then we also have what else we got? We got Cedro. I don't know if I looked up Cedro, but Cedro SDRL gapping up some, not a ton, but a little bit.
PH. That one doesn't look too bad for you penny stock traders. Keep an eye on this one. It's in the old time runner.
Let me see.
I don't know. There's too much. I don't know. There's a catalyst involved in that one, but
Oh, we
always
also
like.
have ASPU. They're up after positive first quarter results, and earnings came in at a loss of 11 cents per share, but sales came in at $10.36 million for ASPU. Need some more volume though for this one. We also have a gap down on Wendy's. I didn't even know Wendy's had a stock. In all honesty, I didn't know Wendy's had a stock. WEN. Wendy's actually has a stock here, and it's gapping down.
Yeah, man, this chart looks interesting for sure.
All right, so Wendy's mean, I'm looking to see what we can find with it, but I'm not seeing. Oh, wait, let me look at gap downs.
Right.
All right, so yeah, the company issued 2019 fiscal year EPS, and it's down 3.5 to 6.5%. And then another firm downgraded the company's stock from buy to neutral for Wendy's. So that's what's going on with that one. And then we also have OSTK here, which had an interesting move yesterday, right before the close.
That one looks interesting too. One of the things I'm seeing a lot is, I don't know if you're seeing this, John. Maybe you know a little bit more because you've been trading the last couple of days. But at least from my view, I'm seeing a lot of stocks stuck in a little range the last probably 1, 2, 3 days. So if they break out of those ranges today, we should get that move.
Right. The float is on the gap scanner, Eugene. Float is all the way on the right here. See?
I think that's the SPY stuck between 296 and that 300. If you can get breakdown through 296 today, that would be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was a big red day, and so, I mean, because the big red day was so big, I don't know what we're expecting today, but yeah, you got that 294 level, and then you got 300 that it can't break to, so a few of those levels look interesting.
Definitely. I like the MU. Maybe let me see AMD. Not AMD as much. AMD's looking more kind of just going sideways on the daily chart. MU look interesting.
I appreciate the sub, Anders. Welcome to the team, brother. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live every single day. We're not one of those YouTubers that, that hide their trades. We actually show you guys live every day. We're not the type of YouTubers that cherry pick their winners and only upload their winners and never mention their losses. We're not the type of YouTubers that, they might live stream, but they don't actually show you their executing broker, and they just say, yeah, I'm in this stock or I'm in this stock. We actually show it to you. We trade the open live every single day, so you can keep track of everything that we do. And so hit the subscribe button if you appreciate that. Click the bell if you want to turn on notifications. That way it's going to alert you every time we do go live. And yeah, super proud of this last week and a day of my trading. Like I said, I've traded 8 times. 7 of those trades have been successful. I've literally only lost 1 time trading live on stream every day in the last 6 trading days. And so definitely happy with it. Built it up some, almost up to $700 in profits. We're just going to keep pushing here. But yeah, let me look up the overall market news right now. Just remember, Mitch, take it slow today, brother, especially if you didn't get much sleep, man. All right, let's see if we can find any market news overall. All right, so yeah, futures mostly lower as weak industrial data from China weigh in. The JOLTS report is still ahead, and active broad market exchange traded funds ahead of today's regular session were the gold miners ETF GDX was down 0.3%. The Spider Select Fund XLF is up 0.4%. The SPY is down 0.2%. And so it says, quote, and this is from, I believe, MT Newswires. Let me be sure here. Yeah. And this says, quote, U.S. stock futures were flat to lower ahead of the opening bell as optimism for possible rate cuts from the central banks of the U.S., Europe, and Japan were overshadowed by weak industrial data from China. And so, yeah, so slightly down day today after a big red day yesterday. What's up, Tyrell? What's up, brother? What's up, Matt? What's up, Logic? What's up, Relentless? What's up, brother? What's up, guys? Good morning. All right. Whew, man. Oh, man. I've been waking up every morning at 6 a.m. I changed my sleep schedule. I've been waking up every morning at 6 a.m. I used to wake up at 7. I've been waking up at 6. I've been enjoying it, though, man. My trading's gotten a little bit better, too. I think, I don't know if it's because I've been waking up early. But I kind of, honestly, if you want me to be honest, I wake up before my whole family. I play Xbox for like a solid 30 minutes. And then I get my kids ready for school. But I think playing Xbox honestly kind of wakes my mind up a little bit, if you want me to be real about it. But maybe that's just me. What's up, E-Rock? What's up, brother? Yeah, man, Fran, it's starting to fade. I mean, a pullback here is necessary, though. Like, this is a huge percentage move. So this is a ridiculous move. So if it drops 50, 75 cents when it's already moved up like $4, you know, I mean, that's to be expected to a certain extent. If you look at the VWAP here, it's still maintaining above the VWAP, and until it breaks underneath that, I mean, I think it's going to stay in, you know, the VWAP's an intraday trend indicator. So, like, even if it pulls back to the VWAP and then bounces, it's still maintaining that bullish trend. When I would get concerned is if it actually starts to break below the VWAP, because that's going to signify an intraday trend change, which may start to mean it's going to fade a little bit more. But we'll see. I mean, these are one of those stocks that I think a large majority of the time they're going to fade and they're going to come back down. But because it's up so much already and there's so much hype and there's so many eyes watching it, it could very easily squeeze up and just start to just rip up. And so you want to be really careful with these. That's why I don't really like shorting these. I'd prefer to buy put options because they're just much safer. If you short them, you can get stuck in a huge gap down. Or if you short them, you can get stuck in a huge rip up. You can get halted. The stock can get halted, and it can go pretty poor for you. So that's why I kind of prefer put options a little bit more, I think. I play UFC 3. I play UFC 3 and Halo sometimes. Mostly UFC 3 though. Y'all want to wake up early in the morning with me and play Xbox? Let me know, man. Let me know. What's up, Mitch? What's up, brother?
Just reading over here about Ford getting hit with a downgrade. Ford F showing up on the down scanner. Reading up a little bit here.
Oh, it is gapping down. Pretty significant too.
Yeah, big downgrade. Want to see maybe the other stocks, the other car companies, how they're doing. GM. Maybe look for a pullback in GM.
We had a good question here in the chat, in the Discord chat. He said, "What are usually the best days to trade?" And then we got another question that says, "What's a good penny stock to invest in within the oil industry?" I mean, I don't know. Number one, I'm not an investor. I don't invest. I day trade. I hold stocks for like, really the last week I've been holding them for like 5 minutes. And so I don't really want to tell you the wrong answer, man. I don't want to say, yeah, buy this stock or don't buy this stock. All I'll say is that most penny stocks are terrible companies. And so I don't necessarily think that investing in penny stocks is the right move. But again, not an investment professional, not liable for any losses you take. You always got to make your own assessment of the market, trade responsibly. And I'm not the right guy to tell you that. I'm just not an investor in penny stocks. I don't want to tell you the wrong answer, man. What's up, Just My Stuff? What's up, man? $12 is cheap to me. Yeah, I mean, right. I mean, most penny stocks are terrible companies. Like, I know the hype gets behind them and you know, the gurus trade them and stuff like that. And I trade them sometimes too. I'm definitely watching MNK today. But would I invest in them? No. You know, I think that some people kind of play what I call the lottery with penny stocks to where they buy just all these different penny stocks and they hope one just rips up, you know. Ford breaking those lows, Mitch.
Yep. We'll be watching also the GM in the same sector, see if that takes a big pullback through the 39 mark.
Right. Somebody's asking for the Discord link. Here you go, bro.
Roku is going to be interesting today, also, guys. I know that one will be active for higher cap traders.
I know somebody else asked me in the chat. They said, "What are usually the best days to trade?" And all I can really say is just based off of my personal preference. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays are my favorite. Wednesdays and Fridays typically have a little bit worse volume. Wednesdays, the middle of the week, you know. I don't know. I just don't like Wednesdays as much. But Mondays and Thursdays are usually okay. I usually like Mondays and Thursdays. But it's all preference. To me, it's about volume, right? Fridays are definitely not great for me. Just because the volume's low. You know, if you look at the movement in pre-market on Fridays, it's typically much lower unless some type of financial news comes out.
All right. We'll be watching also, Michaels, MIK. Let's keep that one up.
I did trade that one the other day too. Oh yeah, Michaels is up too. I might watch that one. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, that one looks
good. Third day in a row, green, big green bars. The stock usually doesn't make that big of moves. We have a big resistance at $10. So we'll be watching this one for sure.
Hold it down, Mitch. I'm gonna go grab my CBD. So
yeah. Down, MIK look interesting for sure. That one. All right, let's start getting set up here, guys. We got about 5 minutes. This is when you want to go ahead and start determining which charts look the best to you. Reason why is you want to be a little bit more selective as the open comes, and then you can go ahead and check on some stocks. This is when I go ahead and narrow it down and get ready to go ahead and trade some of these. Let's see what we got here. All right. Right, MIK I like for sure. Ooh, that EMPH came down, boys. Man, I should have took that option. All right, let's look for another one. All right, traders. So now we got about less than 2 minutes for the bell. Let's go ahead and narrow it down. Get ready. Looking to nail the open here.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Charles. Welcome, bro. But yeah, I put on my hat today because this green screen's making my hair all shiny. All right, guys.
Yep. Nice starting down move in that MIK. Be keeping an eye on that one for sure.
All right, guys, we got less than a minute. Remember, guys, we go live every single day. If you want to watch us live, see how we do, follow along with us, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single day. And so, Mitch and I try to just be what new traders can watch to see what it's actually really like. And so if you want to see what it's really like, not a highlight version where we're going to cherry pick our winners, upload only those, and then try to act like we're some expert. We actually just day trade live on stream every day, so we can't fake it. So if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate any support we can get. We got 15 seconds, guys. Good luck. Here we go. Let's do this. Be looking at MNK.
Yeah, that's my top watch right now.
MNK or MIK?
MIK.
I'm looking at MNK.
There you go. That's how life goes.
Yeah, man. All right. Spy's getting rejected at the VWAP area right before the bell, and then a big drop at the bell. We got OSTK. Wow, look at OSTK, man. That thing just dropped over $1 in the last 3 minutes. OSTK, huge drop. Huge drop for OSTK. Man.
Big move up for MIK here. Let's see if it washes out.
All right. Let's see what we get here, guys. All right, MU ripping. I don't know if you just said that. Is that the one you just said?
No, you're good.
Okay. But yeah, MNK, MIK. MIK is ripping here. ACAD. Big drop. I might look to short ACID. MU is just taking off here. SPY's dropping down to 297.15s or so. OSTK's rebounding a little bit, but man, look at this drop real quick in OSTK. Just a huge drop. Huge drop. Let me pull this up. Well, I got a second. Remember to go check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game by far. I'll post this link and we'll talk about it a little bit later. But remember to go check them out. They're the scanners I'm using. And
OSTK bouncing.
Yep. Appreciate the subs, guys. Appreciate the subs. Malik, welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, OSTK's up. We got a ACAD, which I'm looking at. Looks really interesting. It's just the huge spread. Huge spread. AMD, we got to drop back down here. AMD, we got to drop. SPY's looking weak here, too. Ah, look at that first fade on AMD. It was beautiful, man. Missed it. Unfortunate, but... I'm looking at ACAD here. All right.
All right.
Look at that ACAD with the risk level of 0.5, and so that would make my risk about 13 cents. I don't really necessarily like using 1,000 shares for that risk because it's over 10 cents. So if I do use something, it'll be like 700 maybe. I think that's reasonable, but it's only if it gets up there. But yes.
MIK shot up there. All right, got a starter here in OSTK here. Got to really be careful here, though. 19 is my risk here. Huge sizing at 19. Got to really be careful here. Huge sizing showing up on the level 2s. There it goes. It broke through 19, guys. Really got to be careful here, guys. This thing's looking squeezish. Yep. There it goes. There's some big volume that jumped in there. Huge volume that jumped in there, and that's what happens, guys.
Man, I missed ACAD's fade. That one set up really nicely for it. Don't stress, brother. It's your first day back. You know, you'll bounce back, bro.
It is what it is.
MNK is ripping up here, guys. MNK is up to the 230s. 230s. AMD's dragging the VWAP down, too. I was looking at shorting ACAD, but it just never gave me that entry. You know, it got up to 38.80, and I wanted 38.93, I think. And so it just never quite got there. But yeah, MNK is ripping up here. Interesting level here for MNK is this pre-market high. Is getting some volume for MNK. There's the break over the pre-market high. It's also got the $0.50 here at 250 though. Looking at AMD here too, but the VWAP's just dropped so much, so it's just too much at the bottom of the range. I mean, I don't mind it actually now with the 5-cent risk for AMD. It's got to pull back up there though. The SPY is just tanking here. Look at AMD just drop so quick, man. MNK too. Just never set up for my entries, unfortunately. I could still wait. I mean, it's still early. Only 5 minutes in. Look at MNK rip. Just going to wait for a pullback for this one now. But yeah, you can see how weak the SPY looks here. But if the SPY starts to pull back, maybe I'll get an entry for this one here for like AMD or so. Look, I really don't mind. That's 307. So basically what I'm looking at right now is AMD. If we could get a pullback on AMD to 3007, I could risk off of 3016, right? And so my risk is 9 cents. And then my reward can be down here like 85 or 80. That looks solid. And so we'll see if we actually get it or not. MNK ripped up so fast that I wasn't able to take advantage of it, unfortunately. Pretty volatile morning, honestly, right now. We got a lot of crazy movement. I know, man. Hey, listen, man. I was telling you guys, if I shave my beard, I look 15. I mean, I'm a 30-year-old, you know, and I'm actually at the age now where I really don't mind looking young. But if I shave my beard, I look 15, you know. And so I'm finally at the age where I'm okay with it. But I looked young all my life. Good genes. That's all I'm saying. It's good genes. It's also might be the hat. You know, if I take the hat off, maybe I'll look a little bit older. I don't know. That might help, I guess. But just gonna be patient here. Yeah, I pay for trade ideas. But best scanners in the game, I mean, they could easily pay for themselves if you are a solid enough trader. Alright, so I might change this entry or this risk level for AMD if I do decide to get in it to 14 maybe instead. Maybe even 12. I like 13 maybe for AMD. So we get a pullback to 04, I'll take it with a risk of 12. Giving me an 8-cent risk and a big reward level down to like 85. So reward level of like 20 cents or so. Just good risk reward here. Here's a bounce up for AMD. I'm at the point now where it's like I know every trade isn't gonna work out. Like I know sometimes I'm not gonna have a winning trade, and I know I'm kind of getting used to it at this point, to where it's like every trade has been green, and I know every trade is not gonna be green, and so I guess I'm mentally preparing myself. Oh, we also have ACAD here, ACAD, which is pulling back to the VWAP. Looks interesting here. I really like the risk of 82, but it's just not quite there yet. I might add 500 shares of AMD a little bit early here too. All right, I'm in 500 shares of AMD a little bit early. I want that 03 level if I can get it. We got a quick rejection though, so I wasn't able to add the second half of my position here. Well, I wanted the 1,000 shares, but I only got 500. Looking to add the other 500 if we can get up to 03. There we go. Well, close. No cigar yet. It's a roller coaster of emotions, man. I can feel my emotions getting there because I keep trying to get in at my spot, and I wanted 1,000 shares, but I didn't get it. There's a ones. Getting close. I need that other little spike up here to get 1,000 shares. That's what I'm shooting for. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it. Where's my CBD, man? I'm too stressed out in this. 95s. I'm aggravated. I wasn't able to get my 1,000 shares. I only got 500. Would have been close to a $100 gain right now. I guess it would have been a $60 gain, but aggravating, man. Alright, I'm going to take half off there. Frustrating, guys. Frustrating. I guess I can just look to add it back if we get back up there. That's okay. Frustrated. Would have been a beautiful trade too, man. Here's what it is. See if we get that flush on AMD here. I'm gonna go ahead and get out here. $55 gain. Just would have been a $110 winner. Unfortunately, it's only a $55 gain. I'll take it. I mean, look. I mean, 8 out of the last 9 trades I was in were successful, but frustrated that really it's my fault. You know, I should have taken that 1,000 shares originally, and maybe missed out on some here, but aggravated. But hey, green is good, I guess, but man. Frustrated.
No stress. Better than taking a huge hit.
We got the bounce up to AMD here too. Maybe I'll add that 1,000 shares right back. I've got a little bit of a cushion here too. There's 94s. Well, I can't be greedy though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to be too greedy. Of course, I missed my trade. I didn't miss it. I mean, I made money, but I missed my I missed my size. Right, this would have been over $100 gain, unfortunately, and I just I don't know whether I hesitated or what it is. I think I tried to scale into it because it was a little early, and there was only a very brief moment where it actually hit 304, which was my entry. And so I think I guess I should be happy. MU is right up to the VWAP here. MU is right up to the VWAP. What's my risk for MU? Maybe 66. ACID was another one I was looking at, and it just squeezed up to. All right, there's AMD back here. I have to use '08 as my risk. Do I want to get back in AMD? I don't like it as much. It bounced right at the low of the day. It already faded once, and it immediately moved back to the VWAP, and that typically doesn't work as well. You know, whenever you have a stock that fades and then immediately moves back to the VWAP, it's generally not as successful. Most of the time, it needs to maintain that downward trend and put in a lower low. And so when it doesn't do that and it just bounces and it stays parallel like this, most of the time it's not going to work. And yeah, it didn't work. I would have gotten stopped out here at 30.08. And so there goes that. Glad I didn't jump back into it, but that was the move. One I'm kind of disappointed in not taking was MU. And yeah, I know my emotions are kind of all over the place, guys. It's just part of scaling up in size, like I'm doing here. It's just part of scaling up in size. You'll notice I'm way more selective with my trades, way more selective. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. But I'm getting disappointed when I see solid setups that I missed. Like MU here, called that one out, had a tight risk, missed it, unfortunately. So it is what it is. MNK had a beautiful VWAP bounce there, MNK, and the SPY's starting to pull back some here as well. Yeah, I'm already out of it, Logic. Yeah, I was shorting AMD right there for a split second. Like I said, I hold stocks for maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes tops most of the time. Alright, well if MU gets back up to 55, I could consider it with a risk level of 65 for 10 cents. What's up? You're a gamer? That's cool, man. But yeah, guys, don't I look like a teenager after I shave?
My boy said I look like a teenager.
Bro, look at me, man. Look at me, dude. I do, absolutely do. My wife says I do too. Like, I look like one of those prodigy, like Doogie Howser. That's who I look like, man. You know? I'm like a stock prodigy over here. Doogie Howser. Too bad I'm 30 years old. Yeah, I'm more shorting stocks for sure. Yeah, sorry I'm rambling. I'm just trying to honestly take my mind off of the fact that I didn't get my full size with AMD. Just aggravated.
It happens, brother. Traded it well. That's what matters.
I took advantage of the range, but I wanted 1,000 shares. I should be up $110, but it's my fault. It's not the stock's fault. It's not my broker's fault. This is my fault here because whenever it was at 30.01, which could have been a reasonable entry, I bought 500 instead of 1,000, and it may be nobody's fault, but it's disappointing.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than the stock squeezing against me. You know, I should probably look at it from that perspective, but
exactly. Just focus in, man. Make a great second trade.
yeah.
That's all you got to do, really.
MU getting up there, guys. Look at MU. We get up to 55 again. I'll short into this one with a risk of 65. Do I have a promo code for the trading platform? Yeah, I mean, if you want to use the same platform as me, I have a link that you can go through. It gives you the base package. It gets you like a 30% off, 20 to 30% off packages on there. Here's the link if you want to check that out. Great way to help support the channel. If you sign up, we do make a commission from it. But I think it has a lot of good things about, I think the risk reward makes sense. Some people hate on TradeNet, but I think the risk reward makes sense. I think the fact that you can spend $350, if you go through my link, it's $350, and you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with. No PDT rule. You can actually short stocks, but yeah, no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. Pretty cheap commissions if you use small size. Like I said, you can actually short stocks, which I think most new traders can't do because they need a margin account. And it also comes with a trading course, a demo account to trade on for a few weeks before you get your live account, and access to their chat room for $350. I think that bundle makes a ton of sense. And to be fair, I think most traders are going to lose their first account regardless of where they go. So to be fair, I think most traders are going to lose their TradeNet account as well. But I think it's just a much cheaper option. Instead of depositing thousands into a regular broker and then losing that, you can go the TradeNet route, take your time, trade small because commissions are cheap with small size, and really learn how to trade. And I think that makes the most sense. All right, we got MU getting up there. If receding hairline wasn't a thing. I mean, I think my hairline's probably receding a little bit here. I mean, like, I think mine's probably going to be receding some, man, I hope not. They say it comes from your mother's father, right? And my mother's father was bald at my age, like completely bald. And so, but my dad's still got a full set of hair, and he's 66. And so, maybe I got lucky. All right, we got MU up here. I could use that 59 risk, which also doesn't look bad, or even 61 maybe. But I think the more reasonable one is 66. But we need a move up there. But I don't mind MU here. Maybe I won't get it. Yes, I am. I'd be using a pro package though, which is way more expensive. This thing cost me like $9 grand. All right, MU up there. I'm really considering it. Kind of hesitating right now. I can feel it. Let me look at the market. The market's fading back down. Man. What is wrong with me today, guys? I'm just hesitating. Okay. I looked at the market. I saw the market tank. I tried to jump in. Too late. Dropped super quick after I noticed the market was tanking. And maybe I guess I could trade 500 shares again, but unfortunate, man.
Yeah, man. Don't stress it, dude. It's all good.
I know my motions are going to be way higher because I'm scaling up in size. And it's like the green streak, man. It's like, it's not even a green streak anymore. It's just accuracy lately has been great. And I feel like I have like this big standard to follow now, but
that's true.
It's stressful,
Definitely. Creates stress for sure.
But hey, I mean, in the end, I gotta think of it from the right perspective, right? I've built up over $700 in profit, or almost $700 in profit in this account. And so even if this was a huge loss, I'm still not going to be down in this account, and that's the right perspective to look at. Yeah. But there goes MU. Caught it out, was looking at shorting it. But yeah, mostly, guys, I mostly short stocks. I mean, I long sometimes, but honestly, it genuinely depends on what the actual market does, right? Like the market's tanking today. The SPY's dropping. And so what do I do today? I short, If the market was bouncing up and super bullish, I'd probably look for some VWAP bounces. MU hurts, guys. This is how hesitation can get you, man. But yeah, there's the drop I wanted. I remember I said I could set a risk here at 59, but the more reasonable one is 65 as a risk level. So a stop level, and then it just followed through beautifully down to that low of the day. Too late now. Not going to trade it. Unfortunate. But maybe look at AMD for a fake out fade, especially with MU tanking down here. I don't mind AMD. Let's see. Just about where's my risk? My risk is probably 09 now. Too late, bounced up. Oh man, guys, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Today's just not the day for me. I don't know why, man. It's just a weird day. Alright, I'm in with 1,000 shares of AMD here. 1,000 shares, shorting it, VWAP fake out fade. Let's see if we get a rejection under that whole dollar here. Very tight risk. Let's see if we get that flush down here, guys. Very stressed out in this trade. But I took the 500. I took the 1,000 shares. That's the goal here. So we get that flush down to the bottom of the range. Heart's beating. I'm going to take a quick profit there. Get off half. Hold 500 shares. Oh, man. So stressed out in these trades, man. And I took profits way too soon, but hey. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do today, guys. All right, let's see if we get that move back down. What I did, though, is I protected myself to where if it squeezes up, I'm still fine.
All right, one stock that you guys can look at is MIK. MIK, that's a nice lag pattern there.
And I'm going to hold the rest break even for this one on AMD. I'm going to get out another half there just to play it safe here, guys. And let the rest work. Definitely missing out on a ton of profit here, but I'm going to get out here. Nope, not out. All right. I'm so stressed in these trades, man.
Just take a breather, bro. Take a breather.
All right. Nice little, let's see what I made. I was up 55. Nice little $70 gain on AMD just now. So up 110 on the day. Man, my accuracy has been solid lately, though, man. Super solid. Part of it, though, guys, and I don't want to be misleading here. Part of the reason my accuracy is so good is because part of the reason my accuracy is so good is because I'm scalping these moves. I'm selling it very, very quickly. I am taking 1,000 shares like I did there, but I'm covering 500 almost immediately, and then I'm covering the rest quick too. But oh man, stressful. All right, we do gotta move. We do gotta move back up to the VWAP for AMD. I could take it again here. Starting to consider it, but I don't know. It's honestly, listen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but it's honestly pretty incredible what my accuracy has been since I scaled up in size. It's been a long time coming because I've tried to scale up a few times before, but out of 10 trades, I've only lost one time, so my accuracy is literally 90%. Out of 10 trades, I've lost once, 1 out of 10 times, and I've streamed it all live. So it's actually pretty cool how my accuracy is so good. since I scaled up. I can't let that kind of talk me out of taking some swings though, because I do need to take some swings.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me trading for today. I'm gonna take that. Just get out of here.
Yeah, don't stress it, brother.
I'm tired.
Yeah, get some sleep, man. Get some sleep,
Yeah.
brother. I'm just scaling up in sizing for the first time. I've never traded with this much shear size, and so I'm just not used to it. Um, and it's just a slow process of getting used to it and more. And you know, like this last trade, for some reason, I was super stressed in it. I think because I was already green on the day, and so I had that pressure to remain green. But but yeah, not bad. I'll take it. Green is good. Oh man. Yeah, and the second fake out fade would have worked on AMD here too. Like you could see it here for AMD. Oh man. You can see it there with AMD though. That second fake out fade at 30.01 would have worked. Um, no reason to just push. No point in it. What's also helping me so far is the market in general. Like the market itself is tanking today. ACAD just ripping up here. ACAD just ripping up to 40.30s. Hey, appreciate the sub. We got a few new subs today. Let me fix this so they can see it. Vlad, welcome to the team, brother. Welcome, Vlad. What's up, man? Malik, Charles. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning, and we day trade the open at on stream, so we can't fake anything. Everything is live, so you guys can see us win or lose. If you appreciate that transparency, Mitch and I, we don't try to be experts or gurus. We just try to show you guys what it's actually like. And so, yeah, if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell, it's going to notify you every time we do go live, which again is every single weekday. The last time we skipped a day was over a year ago, and so we just do it live every day. We just do it live. Yeah, it's one of the ways that we keep, we try to be as transparent as we can. We show you guys what it's actually like day trading, so. Roku's getting destroyed. In your case, you'll probably make more if you size down a little bit. I mean, maybe so. At this point, I know. Here's the thing, though. Like at this point, I know this first week or two is going to be really emotional. I know I'm going to take profits way too early and miss out on some gains. And I understand that, and that's fine. Because in the end, in the long run, I'll get used to it a little bit more, and I'll be able to hold on to it a little bit longer and actually kind of milk it for a little bit more profit. But right now, the only goal right now is just to get used to it, just to take it slow, get used to the actual trades, and get used to the larger sizing, because that's what's ultimately going to help me. That's going to help me get used to the big sizing so I can take some larger swings and be more comfortable with that sizing in the future. you know. And so it's a process. It's been going really well though. You know, like I said, I've had 10 trades all streamed live in the last week and a day, or week and 2 days, and 9 out of 10 of those, literally 9 out of 10, have been successful. I've been 90% accurate the last, the last 7 trading days actually. So it's been going really, really well. The strategies I've been using have worked. And it's one of those things, like, people could say whatever they want about me. You know, some people hate on our channel. They could say whatever they want. But what they can't say is that I'm a bad trader, because I stream live every single day. You know, I stream live every single day, and I've only had 1 losing trade out of 10 live. I can't fake it. I can't rewind it. I can't cherry pick my winners. It's all live. You know what I mean? So it's like, people can say what they want. They can't say I'm a bad trader, you know. But yeah, with AMD, I mean, here's the thing. Like, AMD, it's a fake out fade scalping strategy is what I did. But AMD, like, until it breaks this level up here, this 3015 level, I still think it's going to stay in this range some. You know, I still think it's going to probably come back down to 2985s. And as I say that, look at that drop below the VWAP as well. And so if you look at the range here, you can kind of see, like, it's probably going to pivot up and down in this range until it either breaks 3015 or it breaks down under 2985. Either one could happen. And you never really know. You know what I mean? If you look at AMD's extension, it's typically on the downside the last 3 or 4 days. And so I could see it bouncing eventually. It's just about when it actually does, you know. I was looking at MNK too. And MNK just ripped, man. Beautiful VWAP bounce, too. I mean, I think you have like a year to make profit on it, which I think is plenty of time, Haley. I think you have a year to do it, but best to reach out to them and ask them. But I think you have a year to make profit on it. They do it on a case-by-case basis, though, so, like I said, best thing to do is to reach out to them and ask them. ACAD. Yeah, I was watching ACAD, too. Man, beautiful VWAP bounce on ACAD. You know what I've really been trying to do too, guys? I've been trying to build up my Twitter account. So you guys go follow me on Twitter. Like all of our, let me find the link. Yeah, go follow me on Twitter, guys. I've been trying to build up my Twitter account. If you appreciate my content, follow me up on Twitter. $74 up. Is that good? I mean, I don't know. It's all subjective, man. Is it good for you? You know? Is it bad for you? You know what I mean? It's all dependent on you as a person. I don't know. Good. The word good is subjective. You know? I mean, I like $74. If I made $74 in a day, I'd be happy with it for the most part. You know, yesterday I made what? $70. And so, you know, it is what it is. I'll take it. Right. I mean, wicks in general. So like you see these big up wicks, right? Like what Young is trying to say is like you see these up wicks here. That means buying pressure, right? When you get a down wick like this, it means buying pressure. When you get up wicks, it means selling pressure, right? And that's one way. So you see all these big down wicks, down wicks, down wicks. And so that means some buying pressure. And so what happens? It pushed up. But now, you know, what I usually do is look at the range because that's not necessarily, like, it's not 100%. You know, you got this big down wick here and then, you know, it moved up some, but then it followed through on the downside. So it all depends. But yeah. And look at that resistance I drew there at 30.08. It's still following it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember Rick, Chi, and Graham. I think Rick was here the other day, man. I think Rick was here the other day. I think it was Rick. Have you only been trading for the last 10 days? Why do you give your stats? Yeah, man. You want to see my stats? I mean, here's the thing, brother. Like, I trade live every day. And so, here, let me upload these latest trades here. And just so you guys can see, so, like, here's my graph. Right? Like, there's my graph, 90-day graph. And just to clarify, all of this was streamed completely live. Like, I streamed all of this live. And so I can't fake these. Like, this is my graph. But if you want me to upload it, historical data, trades. When was the last? Let me look at the last trade I made. On the 6th was the last time I uploaded it. And so we can upload everything. It's basically just Monday so far. I haven't uploaded it's just one set of trades, so I'm just gonna name it yesterday trade 1. And so then I gotta upload trades. Today's trade's not gonna upload. And then reports view. And so yeah, I mean, last 30 days I'm up roughly $1,400 in gross profits. Maintaining an accuracy rate of around 57%. After today though, it's probably a little bit better. And this is just over the long term. This is over 90 days. And so I've done good and bad in 90 days. I'm curious to see what the last 30 days. Oh, I can check the last 30 days. So like if we look at the last 30 days, what's the day? The 10th. So filter. Yeah, last 30 days of trading, I've had a 73.1% accuracy rate, which is very solid. I've been holding my trades for less time, but yeah, very solid. Definitely acceptable. We'll see how the scaling up process goes, but this is actually going to be a little bit better than this because again, I've had 2 trades today that were both green as well, so doing pretty well. 75% accuracy rate probably on average for the last 30 days, which again, I'm perfectly happy with. That's definitely acceptable for me. But yeah, I mean, the big thing here is like I trade live every day, so it's like I can't fake my gains. So this is actually what my trades are, and people can see it. You know, people can watch. They can go back and watch. They can go back and look at my old trades too. Hey John, did you finish learning how to code? You were talking about learning Python. Yeah, I mean, I taught myself Python. I learned Python, but then I transitioned over to JavaScript, HTML, Flexbox, Bootstrap, and so I mean, yeah, I mean, I taught myself JavaScript. Right now, I'm working on React. And specifically React Native, and so yeah, I mean, I've taught myself JavaScript and Python, and now I'm just kind of learning the libraries and the databases for JavaScript. The main goal is to build my mobile application, and I know that's mostly done on Java and Swift, but yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of it's tough. It's like I'm super busy. You know, I do a lot of different stuff here. Like I'm a real estate agent. I have 2 Amazon businesses that I run. I have this YouTube channel. I day trade, and I've been teaching myself to code kind of in my spare time. And I'm mostly like I've taught myself JavaScript. I know JavaScript very well at this point. I know Python as well, you know, too. But just whenever I have free time to learn, which I have 2 kids, wife as well, so it's just it's busy sometimes, you know. TraderView is free. This is TraderView. John, what do you think the fastest way to build wealth? Fastest or the easiest? If I guess you mean fastest. Fastest? Hmm. I mean, it depends on what you would define as wealth, but multiple income streams. Um, multiple income streams. And I mean, it's here's the thing though. It's all about what you buy, right? It's all about your mentality, you know. Um, like for instance, like here's the thing. Like a lot of people will buy new cars, right? But buying a new car is the single worst investment you can make in your life, right? You're losing 20 grand driving it off the lot. You're usually losing at least 10 grand as soon as you drive it off the lot. And so buying a new car is the dumbest investment you could ever make in your life. Um, and I think a lot of people want to be flashy and they want to seem like they're rich even though they're not. And so they let themselves make dumb financial decisions and ultimately, you know, kind of lock themselves up, so to speak, by getting in these dumb investments because they want to look like they have money. And so the key is just to live frugal, don't buy stuff you don't need to, save, invest, Warren Buffett method of investing is the single most successful form of investing in the world. And it's basically research healthy companies, buy a few of them and hold for 10 years. You're almost guaranteed to make money. And it's tough. I appreciate it, James. Yeah, man. I'm getting there, brother. I'm getting there, man. Um, I read somewhere that 90%, 95% of traders lose money, so you are amongst the top 5 elite. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I'm super proud of it because it's like, here's the thing. It's like there's this big stigma on whether day trading can actually be a profitable endeavor. Like whether day trading is actually possible to be successful long term. And I think I kind of show it is, I stream live, so I can't fake it. And I think I got to show it is. I just think it's extremely difficult. And I think that the way people get involved with it are for the wrong reasons, and myself included. And so I think that short-term trading is the single most difficult form of investing you can ever do, specifically day trading, and that it's going to take years to learn how to do it successfully, and you're probably going to lose a ton of money at first. You're probably going to lose a ton of money, and traders get into it with the wrong expectations. They don't have reasonable expectations. They think they're just going to start paying their bills immediately with their trading profit, and they'll be able to show their whole family who doubted them. And I get that. I felt the same way. But I think it's going to take years, and that's what they don't expect, and that kind of kills their mentality with it. And you're probably going to lose a ton of money first. And so it's one of those things where you got to have reasonable expectations for it. And the ones that end up being successful are the ones that just stick with it for years, even though they lose money, and they actually just stick with it, because it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not something that, I don't care what course you take, I don't care what guru you follow, I don't care what you do, you're not going to, a large majority of people are not going to be successful within the first year. And, I think that you have to have that reasonable expectation for it. Teslas might become an asset just because there's not that many of them, and I think it may go out of business. Uh, and so maybe they'll appreciate. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even talking about investments. I'm just talking about bad financial decisions for people, right? It's like people want to buy new cars, they want to finance cars, and that's gonna lock you down. You're gonna pay so much money for that brand new car. You're just gonna be, you're gonna be locked in for paying so much money for that brand new car that it's just a terrible investment. It's just a terrible investment. But people want to shine. They want clout. They want to look like they're rich even though they're not. And so people just they finance a $40,000 car and they're stuck paying for it, for years and years. By the time they're done paying for it, they've spent 4 times what the car is actually currently worth. And so, just a dumb decision, you know. Houses is tough. As a real estate agent, I mean, of course, I want to say, oh, housing's a great investment, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. It just depends on how often you move. You know what I mean? Because sometimes renting is actually more favorable for the person, depending on what their 5-year plan is. Sometimes renting's more favorable. Now, if we're speaking of real estate investing, renting out properties can definitely build income and build passive income. But you got to find the right ones, and that market's starting to get a little bit oversaturated. Amazon is solid. One of the easiest ways, guys, is like if you want a way to make $4,000 or $5,000 a month by yourself, Amazon, man, selling books on Amazon. I did it for years, and I still do it. I still have thousands of books that I sell every day that I make passive income from every day. But you buy a PDF barcode scanner, you go to Goodwill, you go to thrift stores, you scan the books, and you'll be surprised at how valuable some of these books are. You can buy a scanner on your phone, but I buy a Bluetooth scanner because they're much faster. But you can buy a scanner on your phone if you're trying to save money, and it scans the barcode and it tells me how much they're selling for on Amazon. And I'm telling you, I would go and I would find books worth $400, $500, $1,000 that would sell within 2 days of me listing it, and it's just immediate $1,000. I might spend 50 cents a dollar on the book, and they're everywhere. It typically works better if you're in a large city because there's going to be more thrift stores around. But the key is like a lot of the new booksellers go to like Goodwill, but the key is to go to like charity thrift stores, go to cheap thrift stores. Not only are you spending money there, which is going to help charity, but the books are going to be like 50 cents and you could just 10 cents sometimes, and you could just buy them. You have a much better margin. And that's one of the easiest ways to start your own business and start making thousands of dollars per month. I'm not going to mislead you, though, and say that it's not a lot of work, because it is a ton of work. You got to get up. You got to go there. You're going to run into other people doing the same thing. But, you build up an inventory. That's a legitimate, profitable business that you can build for yourself. And within 2 or 3 months, you can be making thousands of dollars a month doing it. And so that's one of the easiest ways. Relatively low investment to get started, though, But that's one of the ways that you can make a ton very, very quickly. And that's what I did. Hey, which one? Wait. Oh, Chi, what's up, brother? Hey, man, if you're still here, man, I just realized that's you. What's up, bro? Hey, man, message me on WhatsApp, bro. What's up, Chi? My Irish Asian brother over there, man. What's up, bro? Hey, man, message me on WhatsApp, dude. I just realized it was you, bro. My bad, man. We got Chi over there, man. How's Ireland treating you, brother? If you're still there, man, my bad, bro. I'll have to find out a way to get in touch with you. I saw Rick the other day, too, man. A stream of green trades may not really mean that the trader will be profitable in the long run, especially if he lets his losers run. Yeah, I mean, it's all about risk-reward, man. Like, when I get in trades here, you'll see me calculate the risk-reward of each trade I get into. So I always try to give myself a good ratio. And so let me break it down. So say I jump into the stock right here. Let me find a better example. We'll use this first fade right here. So say I jump into the stock right here like I did. And my risk level is only up here at 30.10, right? So my risk level is up here. Let me draw this out. And so that way, this is my risk level, 30.10. I get in at 30.03. And so my risk is 7 cents, right? I got a 7-cent risk in this trade, right? But I'm going to take profits at the low of the day down here, which is where I did take profits. And so my reward is, let's see, 18 cents. So I have a 7-cent risk with an 18-cent reward. And so it's almost 3 to 1. Really, it's about 2.5 to 1. And so if I lose, I'm only going to lose 7 cents a share. If I win, I'm going to make 18 cents a share. And over the long run, even if you're only 50% accurate, you're still going to be profitable in the long run with that. If you maintain that risk and reward ratio. If you maintain a 2.5 to 1 reward to risk ratio, then you'll be okay. And that's what you see. Like if you look at my profit factor here, one of the ways that I can actually do this is my profit factor is 2.23 to 1. And so my average risk reward my average reward to risk ratio is 2.23 to 1. And so that's how you maintain long-term profitability, is by calculating risk reward in every single trade you get into. And that's something that the gurus miss. That's something that the gurus never talk about. They don't teach you. And that's how you actually do it. And now you can fluctuate with your risk and reward ratios. Like sometimes you're going to have good risk reward ratios, sometimes you're going to have bad ratios, but it all depends on what your maintained accuracy is. If you have a really high accuracy, you don't need as good of a risk reward ratio. If you have a lower accuracy, you need a better risk reward ratio in order to stay afloat. And so it all depends. It all really depends. But yeah, man, I mean, this isn't really a stream of green trades. I mean, this is long term, man. You know, like overview, 90 days. This is my 90-day graph, which is honest. You know, you can see my 90-day graph is about 734 in profit. So it all depends, man. Oh no, that's not my 90-day graph. This is my 90-day graph. So 3,200 in gross profits, which isn't bad, but you can see like I have some dips in my account, and I was down in this account before I was up. But like I said, I stream all of this live. You know what I mean? I stream all of it live. So whatever people want to say about me, whatever good or bad things people want to say, I just try to stream everything live so people can see what it's actually like. You know what I mean? Like I actually day trade live. There's a lot of people out there on YouTube, and they'll try to, hey, man, it looks like you were right, Young. I mean, I was kind of right, too. It did pivot back to 29.90 there. Yeah, man, I mean, there's just a lot of charlatans and fakes in the trading world, man. And they're just everywhere. They're just everywhere, you know. That's one of the reasons why I stopped trading off stream, and so I can genuinely show people what it's like. But it's tough, man. It's tough for a new trader out there because there's just so many. Buy my course, buy this, buy that, you know. I respect the traders that day trade live every day. I respect the traders that stream every day. I got a few videos on it, Young. Here, let me try to find them. Old videos, but I got 2 videos that you could see here. This one was published about a year ago. Check this video out. This is a video called How I Fund My Trading Accounts. And so when I was first getting started, that's how I would fund them, is that I would run my Amazon business. And then I have another one. Let me see if I could find it. I gotta find out how I do it. I think that's a really quick video. Excuse me. Choking a little bit here. Let Let me see when I posted this, how I fund my trading accounts. Sorry, I'm trying to find a few videos. I got a few videos kind of breaking down how I do this. Let me see. This was in April of last year. All right, let me find it. Oh, wait, no, that's the right one. That's the right one. How I fund my trading accounts. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, if you want to see how I do it, this video kind of is a step-by-step video on how I did that young. And so the video above you, man, is kind of a step-by-step video on how I ran the Amazon business. What other traders did you learn from? Man, I mean, listen, I'll be honest. I learned from all of them, man. Warrior Trading, Ten Sykes, Sean Deckmar, Foose, a lot of them, man. I watched a lot of videos. A lot of free content is available out there. With gurus, whether it's worth it to you is all relative. I don't know, man. Some gurus rub me the wrong way, and I can still find some value in their content, and I still think some of the gurus' content is valuable. I tend to prefer the ones that live stream every day. Like, say what you want about TradeNet and Mir, but Mir actually streams every single day, man. Like, that dude streams every day, and so it's like you can see his trading, man. You can see what it's like, and so I can't hate on him. I mean, of course I promote TradeNet, and so maybe I'm biased, but I mean, the dude live streams every day, so it's like, say what you want about him, but the dude's transparent. But like I said, I think that as traders, as new traders, you just got to be expected to lose money at first. You're gonna lose money. Every trader does, and it's just part of it. It's just kind of like college. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna lose money. You got to pay your market tuition, is the cliche saying, and it's absolutely true. You just got to take it slow. Don't rush it. A lot of times new traders will jump in with monstrous sizing, which is just unnecessary, and they're going to they're going to lose their account before they gain experience, which they need. And so take it slow, trade small when you first get started, paper trade, find your niche, right? Because like originally I would trade breakouts, I would trade momentum, penny stock moves, and breakouts. And I would trade like low of the day breaks and high of the day breaks, and it went okay, but I never had that consistency that I really wanted to. And so eventually I started to kind of wait, and instead of buying like low of the day breaks and high of the day breaks, I started to use the VWAP a little bit more, and I would just wait for pullbacks. I would wait for bounces and pullbacks. And then I would get in on those because I noticed my risk reward was just much better with those, to where if you're just buying a stock when it breaks the high of the day, you're going to get faked out so much that it's not going to be profitable for most people unless you have your own little rules for it. Same thing with buying. If you buy it at the low of the day break, you're going to get faked out a ton, and a lot of the time it's not going to be worth it. And so my strategy is just wait for pullbacks with the tight risk above it or below it, depending on if I'm long or short, and just trying to get in good risk reward trades, sticking with that. And so yeah, guys, remember, if you want to use the same platform as us, I posted a little bit earlier. The intro package, people could say what they want, but I think it's pretty favorable risk reward wise for the new trader. I think it comes with 14K in buying power, no PDT rules, so you can actually day trade as much as you want on there. It is CFD trading, but they operate like a prop firm, and so there's a 70-30 split. If I make $1,000 in profit on that $14,000 account, I keep 70%, they keep 30%, and there is a $700 max loss, but you're paying $350 if you go through my link, and so you're getting twice as much, and that's why I say I think the risk reward makes sense. I think it just makes sense. It also comes with a demo account to trade on for a few weeks when you first get started, so you can learn the platform and practice. It comes with a trading course and access to their chat room. All of that for $350 through my link. And so I think that alone makes a ton of sense. It's one of the ways that new traders can trade with no PDT rule. They can actually short stocks, which most of the time is pretty rare for the new trader. Most of the time they can't short stocks. And I think it makes sense. I think it just makes sense for new traders. Maybe I'm biased because I post links for them, so do your research. But if you want to help support our channel, it's a great way to do it. If you want to help support our channel, there's the link. We do make a commission if you sign up through us, so we definitely appreciate it if you do. Here goes AMD breaking highs of the day here. AMD breaking highs. Also, guys, go check out Trade Ideas. Really cool company. The best scanners in the game, in my opinion. Objectively, the best scanners in the game in trading. And so if you want to check out Trade Ideas, another great way to help support our channel. You know, we do this all for free. We live stream for free. We upload our classes for free. We just day trade live on stream for free on YouTube every day. And so one of the ways we do that is by posting links. It helps to supplement our channel. And so if you want to check this out, if you want to use the same scanners that we do, if you use promo code BT15 at checkout, you get 15% off Trade Ideas packages. Great way to help support us. Best scanners in the game. If you're a decent enough trader, they could easily pay for themselves. And if you want my scanner settings, just message me. I'll send them to you. But yeah, here's that link if you want to check out Trade Ideas. CME, what is that? Chipotle, right? If I remember correctly. No. Did I ever hear back from you and Mitch are wonderful, kind men, but I know people that traded us scammed. I mean, all I can do is judge from my experience with them, man. And my experience has been fine. You know, like I said, I think TradeNet really shines with letting new traders learn. And I think that if you jump in there and you try to kind of manipulate their system with CFDs, I don't think they're going to let you do it. But I'm not saying that that's what your person did. But like I said, all I can really say is that is judge it based off of my experience, man. And it is what it is. I don't actually work for them. I just post referral links for them because that's who I use. And so, you know, it is what it is. Trying to find my boy Chi, man. Let me playing the OSTK VWAP bounce. Yeah, so the competition, so you can still sign up for the competition, guys. So you can still sign up. You still have 2 days. The competition starts on the 17th, but registration ends on the 12th. So in 2 days. And so if you want to join my team for the competition, it's completely free to enter, guys. It's completely free. And like I said, regardless of how you feel about TradeNet, I mean, listen. Top 3 places in my team alone win packages. The top spot in my team alone wins the student package worth around $3,000, and then the second and third place win intro packages. But basically, the competition starts on the 17th. It goes on for 6 trading days, and the top traders in the competition, the top 20 traders outside of my team win packages as well. And it's completely free to apply to and enter. And with how consistent I've been lately, I'm trying to win this thing, guys. I've been doing really, really well. Maybe if I do win, I'll give the package to one of my members or, you know, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm trying to win this thing, guys. But yeah, if you want to join my team, I'll post this link. You can join my team, sign up. Completely free to apply to and enter. And so I don't think you really have anything to lose. At the very least, you're going to get a demo account to trade with for a few days if you get approved for the competition. And at the best, you might win free packages. And so go check it out. There's the link. Let's win this thing, guys. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or brag or anything like that. I've just worked really hard with my trading, and it's awesome that I've been this accurate lately. Especially to do it live and to stream it all live, man. To have one losing trade out of 10, super acceptable, super happy with it. What do you have to do to win? It's just the trader that makes the most money in that 6 trading days. And there's some rules to follow. There are some rules to follow. I'll post the video. I do have a video kind of breaking down the competition. And so I'll post that video if you want to check it out. But yeah, basically, let me find it. But yeah, basically the traders that make the most win. I think there's a daily max loss of like I think there's a daily max loss of 3,500. I think is what it is. I might be wrong for that though. I think there's a daily max loss of 3,500, and there's a total max loss of 12,000. Is what I think is what I think it's actually. So we'll see. But I'm trying to win this thing, man. You know. There's the link. If you want kind of a video breakdown of it, there's the link. But yeah, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live every day. So far, so good. No losing trades this week, guys. No losing trades. Traded 3 times this week. All of them have been successful, and I've streamed it all. And so we'll see how tomorrow goes. Just going to be looking to keep pushing, guys. We'll see if I can get a little bit better. I took 2 trades today, which I'm happy about. I was worried I might just try to sit on that first $55 gain. But actually, both of these trades were exactly $55 looking at one. I made 110, 55 plus 55 is 110, so both trades were 55. But hey, whatever, man. If I could, green is good, I'll take it. But up over $100 in gross profits today. Definitely acceptable. Hey, that's rough, Wheel. Don't stress it, brother. Don't stress it, man. Tomorrow's always a new day, brother. You could refresh, have another day tomorrow, man. So don't stress it too much, brother. It happens. Losing days are going to happen, man. I've just gotten really lucky, I think, lately, honestly. I mean, I think I'm a good trader and everything, but I also think I got pretty lucky the last few days with my trade selection specifically. I think I was just lucky on the fades that I picked. And so don't stress it. Tomorrow's always a new day, brother. Hang in there, man. But yeah, guys, remember to hit the subscribe button. We do this live every day. Go check out Trade Ideas, objectively the best scanners in the game. And if you look in the chat, Nightbot posted a link. Go check them out. Super dynamic, customizable scanners. And the really great thing about Trade Ideas is that you can build scans around different strategies. So you can build scanners around different strategies you use. And so I think that makes it super valuable for traders and really allows you to see what's actually moving in the market. Yeah, it's at Beginner Trades, man. Yeah, y'all go subscribe, or y'all go follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to build my Twitter up. I've kind of neglected my Twitter to a certain extent. So check me out on Twitter. There's my Twitter. How do you set up your screens? Because I see you have TradeNet and Thinkorswim platform. I mean, I use Thinkorswim for charts. Trade Ideas in the middle here for scans. And then TEFs as my executing broker right here. And so really it's just about setting up this window. This big kind of vertical window here, and then with Trade Ideas, it's just, or with Thinkorswim, it's just, 2 charts, and then I got scans in the middle. But like I said the other day, guys, I have 3 monitors. I have a 34-inch ultra wide in the middle right here that you guys see, and then I have a 27-inch, 27-inch. So I've got a lot of monitors here, a lot of monitor space, I've got what is that? 27 plus 27 is 54. Plus 34 is 88 monitor length, 88 range of monitors. Hey, you've been watching me since I was on Ustock Trade, huh? Hey, I'm probably going to be trading on Ustock Trade soon as well. Because I have the itch, especially as fall gets a little bit closer. I'm going to start trading some of these penny stocks again. Specifically momentum penny stock. Probably on U stock trade is probably what I'll do. And so yeah, I'm probably gonna get started back with that as well. Hey, well, Brandy, like I tell all new traders, I mean, I get it. Like, that's why most traders get started is for financial, freedom, And I mean, I think that's the kind of cliche saying, do you want financial freedom? But it's true to a certain extent. But what they don't tell you is that it's going to take years to learn how to do it successfully, and you're probably going to lose thousands before you do. So just have the right expectations. That's the biggest thing I try to teach people is like, you got to have the right expectations. I had a guy when Mitch and I were doing classes, I had a guy and I was talking to him on Discord. I'm not going to mention any names, but this guy basically, I kept trying to tell him, take it slow, trade small, paper trade, find some success, put in some consistency paper trading, take it slow, don't risk a ton of money. Eventually he got impatient and he was like, hey, well, I'm going to deposit this $6,000 into trading. And I remember being like, hey, no, don't do that. Like, you're not ready, bro. You're not ready. You got to take your time. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can't, having the pressure, like, you're not going to pay your bills next month with this. And if you have that mentality, like, I have to make this money because I have to pay my bills, you're almost certainly going to lose that money. And so I kept telling him, no, don't do it. Sure enough, he got really stubborn, and he decided to do it, lost all of it, and then got mad at me for it. And it's just kind of like, look, bro, I'm not an investment professional. I tried to help you. I told you not to do it. And that's the common thing. Like, people will take out loans for trading and they will just risk all of their money because the reason they do that is because they are gamblers. They are trying to gamble in the stock market. They like the rush. I hate the emotions. I don't want any emotions to be there. Like, I don't like these emotions. That's why I trade small a lot of the time, is because the emotions are bad. But I think a lot of traders get involved and they want that gambler's high. They want that rush. And you're almost certainly going to lose. You might get the rush, but then you're going to get a pretty depressing feeling after that because most of the time people like that are going to lose. And so just take it slow. Think of it as earning a degree from college, right? Think of it as earning a degree. It's probably going to take years, but once you actually do it successfully, you might lose some money or have to spend some money doing it. And it's probably going to take years, but once you actually know how to do it, that'll be a skill you have for the rest of your life. But if you rush it and you demand to just pay your bills next month, not take your time, not practice, then you're just going to lose all your money. You're probably going to get bitter and you're just going to give up. That's what happens with traders. Yep. And emotions are bad, man. I know it feels good to take a huge size and just kind of go for it. You're trying to make that $1,000 gain, but what they don't tell you is you're probably going to lose that $1,000, bro. And so you just got to take it slow, man. It's not one of those things where it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I know people treat it like that, and I know that's definitely how a lot of the gurus advertise it as, but it's definitely not, and it's going to take years. Yeah, Brandy. And listen, I'm probably one of the only people that are going to tell you that, man. You're going to see a lot of other people that are going to, try to sell you their course and do a lot of other stuff. And listen, some of the gurus have value, man. Like I said, when I first started trading, I learned from all of them. I learned from Warrior Trading, Tim Sykes, Foos 4, Sean Deckmar, Bulls on Wall Street. I've learned from all of them, man. And they all have value in some areas or another. It's just about whether it's worth it for you. It's just about whether it's worth it for you to buy their courses and do stuff. And it may not be. I'm not going to hate on them, Some of their stuff has value, you know. Personally, I liked Warrior Trading probably more than most of the other ones, but I also like Sean Deckmar. He's pretty solid. He's got a lot of good stuff. And so, like I said, I'm not hating on the gurus, man. They got some good content. Investors Underground's pretty solid too. But in the end, the new trader is going to learn the most from experience over everything else. And so, regardless of what course, guru, lesson, you're going to learn more from experience than anything else in the trading game. And so, it's just about taking it slow, not forcing it, and understanding that for sure. Hey, I'm a beginner here. Any advice? Well, I think you just missed my 10-minute long rant on new traders. So rewind it a little bit, bro. Go back 10 minutes and watch that, man. When I was in my first year, I was taking crazy size, sometimes even got up to 3,000 shares, and I have had big days where I made 1,500 in a day, but it wasn't consistent. Short story, that account is gone. Absolutely, man. Mine is too. I probably lost $5,000 within the first 2 weeks of my trading, man. Yeah, it's taken me about 2.5, and I'm still learning, but I'm finally kind of where I'm successful now, but it took a long time. Right. All right, guys. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Remember, if you appreciate this, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning for free on YouTube, so you can actually follow along with how we're really doing. That should push me over. I'm probably at around $800 in profit in this account that I've built up. And so not bad, guys. Not too shabby. I'm going to keep pushing it. If you want to see how I do tomorrow, and if you want to watch me day trade live on stream tomorrow at the open, like I said, click the subscribe button. If you want to watch us live, click the bell next to the subscribe button. It's going to turn on notifications, and that way it's going to give you an alert when we go live every morning. And so hit the notification button, the bell button. And like I said, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here. It's currently on sale if you go through my link. I think the risk reward just makes sense for new traders. What's up, Todd? Todd said, I'm working on taking more trades, larger sizing, but overall I am profitable. This is so slow. 2 years on and off and counting. Absolutely, man. And I mean, that's the thing, that nobody has that reasonable expectation with it. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying most traders don't have that reasonable expectation, myself included. It's one of the hardest things is to say, hey, I'm going to start learning now, and I'm not going to really make any money for about a year at least. That's a very hard thing to accept in your mind, you know? And so it's tough, man, but if you have a passion for it, which I think you need, you have to be obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with trading. Absolutely obsessed with it. And I have been for years now. You have to be obsessed with it because you're not going to force yourself to learn if you're not. And so it is what it is. But yeah, guys, have a good day. Right. Later, guys. Click that like button as well. Let's win this competition. It starts soon. I'll post that sign up link for the competition one more time, guys. Let's do this, guys. Let's win. We got this. Swing trading is a lot better than day trading. I think it's all subjective. Like I said, I think the shorter the term in trading, the harder it is. And so I think that day trading is most definitely harder than swing trading. And I think that anytime you have short-term trading, right? Like the shorter the term, the harder it is. So it's like day trading is harder than swing trading. Swing trading is harder than investing. You know what I mean? And so you do want to understand that day trading is probably the most appealing form of investing because of all the action. But again, I think that that's the wrong way to look at it. I think that you just got to take your time with it. But yeah, if you want to join my team, completely free. There's the link. Later, guys. Have a good day. See you guys.